Hey guys, so basically, I'm on a 10-minute break and I'm in group therapy and we're talking about anger management. Somebody a long time ago said, a person that I regard as a spiritual father said to me, Alex, you have anger issues. And I was just like, what is he talking about? I don't have anger issues. I don't get mad all the time. I only get mad when people make me mad. So I asked the therapist, what would be somebody that basically has anger issues? What would categorize somebody as having anger issues or whatever? She said it's when you basically cannot it's when you cannot manage your anger appropriately, when you have a continuous pattern of not being able to manage your anger effectively. So we learned like this stop routine. It's like, okay, S stands for stop everything you're doing. T stands for take a break. You ask to be excused. O, observe. Observe, what made you angry? Where are you feeling the anger? And observe what the person may be feeling to have said what they said to trigger you. You're basically observing the situation. P means proceeding mindfully, meaning, okay, if you feel like you can go back and resolve the issue and proceed with your better mind, your wise mind, do so. If not, then you leave it as is, and it's best to not address the situation at that moment because you're not capable at that moment. So I just realized, okay, so it's not based on how often you get mad, how I thought, because I'm like, I don't get mad a lot. When I get mad, it's very seldom. She said it's not based on that. It's based on how you manage it. So basically, she had us write like 3 areas. What do you do when you feel upset? What do you do when you feel angry? And how are you when you're out of control? So I was basically writing, okay, when I feel upset, I'm compromising. I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. I'm realizing I'm feeling some type of way. I'm humble. I'm more quiet, listening to the person so as not to speak negative. So when I'm upset, I learned that there's a difference between upset and anger. When I'm upset, that's like level 1. She was explaining, you feel upset, you're a little ruffled. When I'm feeling upset, I realize I'm very humble. I'm trying to compromise. I'm trying to de-escalate to prevent myself from getting angry. Once I get angry, I basically was like, okay, once I feel angry, I get quiet. I start glaring at people. And I glare threatening, which is letting the person know you are in danger zone. So when I get angry, I give the person a certain look. I realize I give the person a certain look, and it's a glare, and I'm quiet, and basically it's threatening, and it's basically a glare that's letting you know, stop, you are in danger zone, don't go any further, because you really you're entering very, very hazardous situations. And then I said I clench my mouth sometimes. My eyes squints. That's another way of me looking at the person in a threatening manner. And these are things that you don't even realize you do, but I noticed that when I get angry, I'm quiet. It's really, honestly, she says that's passive aggressive. That's like, you basically are non-verbally telling someone you angry. So for me, when I get angry, I'm non-verbal. I get quiet. I start glaring. I start squinting. I look at you like I look at you a certain way where oh, she's not for it, like she's not with it, like she's upset, like you'll know. Then, and if I'm arguing, like I'll yell. Out of control. This is when you go from anger to basically you out of control now. Like you're out of control. What is that like? So I yell. I become like the Joker. Y'all, I put down, I become the Joker, y'all. And that's pure facts. I said I become the Joker, calm crazy. I just be real calm. You know how people are calm, calm crazy, like that's passive aggressive basically. It's like you acting calm, no, but you really are like on the verge of attacking in a certain way, but you're acting calm. That's passive aggressive. I said erratic. It's either I'm calm and the storm is coming, calm, crazy, or I'm automatically just pow, erratic, and the storm already just boom, it burst forth. And then I said passive aggressive. And basically that means you are acting like, you know, you're cool and calm and collected. And then all of a sudden, I'll just probably throw down a whole bunch of glass on the floor. Like, I'll probably be like, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's Gucci. That's Prada. That's Louis. Cool. Cool. I'm calm. That's what you think. And then all of a sudden, I'll say something like, but you know what? The problem is, and then I'll probably just like throw down like a whole table full of glass, and nobody's gonna be able to eat or drink that day. So that's passive aggressive. So I realized, like, through therapy, you know, anger issues is not like how often you get mad. It's based on management. It's about management. Like, when you get angry, how do you manage your anger? Can you literally stop, excuse yourself, take a break, you know, observe what's going on with you, why you're angry, what was the trigger, what was the feeling behind the anger? Because when you're angry, I learned that there's a feeling behind it. Like, you may feel disrespected, you may feel contempt, you may feel tired, you may feel hungry, even hungry, you know. Whatever the feeling is, you observe, why am I angry? Why am I upset? Why am I angry? And then you observe, where do you feel the anger? Usually I feel the anger all in my chest, pressure. And then you basically have to figure out, okay, what was it that the person did that maybe, what were they thinking you think that triggered you? Like, what do you observe with them? What did they do you feel like, and why you think they did it, you know, to trigger you? So you observe all these things, and then it's like you can basically proceed after you figure those things out, if you can. So basically, I've never in my life been able to stop and excuse myself. So the first two steps, which is stop everything you're doing and take a break, no, I stand there and I basically combat. So that's when I was like, oh, okay. I know deep down I had, you know, anger issues, but I just basically felt like, what is the exact meaning? But I got the exact meaning today, and it's like, no, I don't stop and I don't take a break from anything. I stand solid, 10 toes down in whoever's face, ready to do whatever. If absolutely necessary, go with whatever. I match the energy. And that's not good, because she said you can basically like have bad consequences happen to you, and that's happened to me before. Like, I've gotten so angry I blew up to the point where something bad happened. So I'm learning a lot about myself. I just wanted to share that, you know, it's good like to just write down things, and the exercises they give you is really beneficial. You learn a lot about yourself. And I was thinking I'm going to ask her, like, being in a relationship with someone who has bad anger management with you. So imagine being in a relationship with someone who got anger issues just like you, domestic violence already. So I said, if I can recognize this about myself, I said to myself, oh my God, I was thinking, if I get in a relationship, baby, I have to work on this now, because baby, if I ever get in a relationship with someone that gets just as turned as me, it's going to be domestic violence. It's going to be domestic violence, period. So I learned a lot, and I'm learning about anger management, and I'm happy we're covering that, because I need that. That's an area I really do honestly need to work on, and I'm happy that I am. So get back to you guys later. Hey guys, so my last session of therapy is like now. It's always a hair sticking up, always a hair hating on me. But yeah, about the anger management, it was so informative. And, you know, I just learned that you're not a bad person if you have anger issues. If anything, what you want to call it is poor anger management. You just want to learn how to manage your anger better. And having anger issues, once again, is not how often you get angry. It's about how you handle it. So I had a poor way of handling my anger. You know what I'm saying? I would just basically go from 0 to 100 real quick. But now I know to recognize my warning signs. Like when I feel upset, okay, when I feel angry, once I get quiet, that's the warning sign for me to take a leave. Like once I get quiet, then I'm gonna start, looking at you in a threatening kind of way. So it's time for me to leave and, excuse myself, not just leave abruptly, rudely, but, like say, I just need a little moment to myself and just walk away. And another exercise we learned, you can deep breathe. Just think about the situation. What am I angry about? What's the feeling underneath the anger? Usually when I'm angry, I feel disrespected. So disrespect, contempt is usually what I'm angry about. And then I observe, okay, where do I feel this, anger? In my chest area is normally where I feel it. And then we were taught, like, observe how the other person, why they did what they did. Like, what is the possibility? What is the reason possibly they could have, did what they did? And it's like, what could have triggered their action to trigger you? How maybe were they feeling? Did they disrespect you because of what? What do you think their emotion was? So it's just observing everything. And for example, if someone was fearful and disrespected you based on that, you basically can address and you can work out the issue better when you observe. But the best and most important thing I learned today is, for me, like observation. I can observe, I could do all of that. But the best thing for me to do is when I get angry, when I feel myself going there, I need to take my leave. That's the biggest thing I learned today. To control and have good anger management, when I feel myself, when I get quiet and I start blank staring, which means I'm going to go into a whole different entity, which means I'm basically slowly transforming into the Joker. When I see myself like blanking like that, quiet, blank staring, it's time to go. I just feel like, just give me a moment. I just need to take some time to myself, for a little bit. So can you please excuse me? And I know that that's how to properly deal with it. I don't need to stand there and argue, because if I argue and I'm already blank, I'm going to escalate and escalate and escalate. And then boom, I blow up the whole world. So that's what I learned about anger management, guys. And it was something I needed. Long ago, I was told I had anger issues, but I was like, what are you talking about? First of all, you can't diagnose me. You're not a doctor. Second of all, I don't get mad easily. But it's not about how often you get mad. It's when you get mad, how you handle it. That is the determining factor of whether you know how to manage your anger well or not. And I have poor management. So I learned a lot. And today is just a good day, and I'll get back to y'all, but pretty much that's what I'm learning. I'm so happy we're talking about it, because it's very important, to know your warning signs, like your triggers, your warning signs. What is the warning sign of you getting angry? Take action, leave, take a break. Those two things, if you can manage those two things, I learned, then you'll be successful. But if you don't leave and you keep going back and forth and you just stand there in a line of fire, you're going to burn somebody, and it's going to be real bad. So I'm growing, guys. Therapy is great. So that's like a mental health checkup, I guess, something I learned today. And I got to go back and learn some more.